The German Chancenkarte, which is called in English the Opportunity Card, has existed since June 2024. The idea is simple. You can come to Germany for up to 1 year to look for a job, even if you do not have a job offer yet. In the first year of the program, German visa offices issued almost 11,500 Opportunity Card visas. India was the biggest group with 3,721 visas, which is close to 1/3 of all approvals. China was next with 807. So if you're a skilled person from a non-EU country and you want to work in Germany, this is one of the most important new pathways. But it is also a topic where people get confused because there are different entry routes, a point system, several documents, and in practice, the processing time depends a lot on the city or embassy. So let's start with what the Chancenkarte is and what it allows you to do. So with the Chancenkarte, you can enter Germany legally to search for a suitable job. The standard validity is 1 year. During that year, the focus is job searching, interviews, networking, and also improving your profile for the German market. While you are in Germany on the Chancenkarte, you're allowed to work in 2 specific ways. So first of all, you can do trial work, up to 2 weeks per trial job. This is sometimes called Probearbeit. In many explanations, it is described as being possible multiple times, as long as each trial job stays within the allowed duration. Second, you can take a side job of up to 20 hours per week. This is important because it can help you finance your life in Germany while you search for a qualified position. This side job does not have to be in your profession. It can be something like gastronomy, retail, warehouse work, delivery, and so on, as long as it's legal employment. What the Chancenkarte does not do is automatically give you a long-term residence permit. It is more of a bridge. So the goal is that you find a qualified job and then you switch to a different residence title. So for example, a residence permit for skilled workers, so an EU blue card or another category that fits your situation. So the Chancenkarte itself is a job search permit, but not the final status. So now let's talk about who can get it, because there are basically 2 main routes. So route number 1 is you are already recognized as a skilled worker. So in that case, the point system is not the main focus. You still need to prove that you can finance your stay, but the logic is that your qualification already meets the skilled worker criteria. Route number 2 is the point system route. So if you're not using the recognized skilled worker route, you need to reach at least 6 points under the Chancenkarte point system. To even use the point system, you must meet basic conditions first, and these basic conditions do not give points. They are just the minimum entry ticket. So the basic conditions are usually explained like this. You need either German at A1 level or English at B2 level. You also need either at least a 2-year vocational training or a university degree that is recognized under the rules of your home country. This is a key difference towards older processes. You do not necessarily need full German recognition of your diploma before you apply for the Chancenkarte, but you do need a real qualification and you need proof. And you must show that you can support yourself financially in Germany. So that is a strict requirement. The government doesn't want people to arrive and then depend on welfare. So the Chancenkarte is not just about being qualified. It's also about showing that you are financially prepared. So now I will explain the point system in a way that is easy to follow. You need at least 6 points. Points come from things like language level, work experience, age, and your connection to Germany. So here is a very practical overview. You can get 4 points if you have partial recognition of a foreign qualification or if you have permission to work in a regulated profession. Regulated professions are things like nursing, childcare, engineering in some contexts, and many medical professions where you need an official permission to practice. In real life, not many applicants have this already because it can be complex. You can get 3 points if you have 5 years of professional experience in the last 7 years in your trained profession, and you have a preceding vocational training of at least 2 years. Alternatively, you can also get 3 points if you have German at B2 level. You can get 2 points for 2 years of professional experience in the last 5 years if you have preceding vocational training. You can also get 2 points if you're not older than 35. You also get 2 points for German at B1 level. You can get 1 point if you're not older than 40. And you also get 1 point if you have a previous stay in Germany of at least 6 months, and you can prove that with documents. And here you need to think that tourist stays do not count. You can get 1 point for English at C1 level or German at A2 level, or training in shortage occupations or applying together with your spouse. So if you look at this, you can see the overall strategy. So what many people do is that they reach 6 points through a combination like age, then the work experience, and then the language level. So for example, someone below 35 can get 2 points, plus 2 years of experience can be 2 points, and then plus German level B1 can be 2 points, so this is already 6 points. Someone with German B2 gets 3 points, plus under 35 gives 2 points, plus English C1 gives 1 point, so that can reach 6 too. So there are many different combinations. But remember, you still need the basic conditions first, so the qualification and at least German A1 or English B2 and the financial proof. So now let's talk concretely about the financial requirement. So Germany wants you to show that you can cover your living costs. There are different ways to do this. So one common way is a blocked bank account, which is called in German a Sperrkonto. So the reference amount for a blocked account is based on an annual amount. A number that is often mentioned now since January 1st, 2025 is 13,092 euro per person per year. And the blocked account usually allows you to withdraw only a fixed amount per month. Another option that is often mentioned is showing regular income or a job contract that covers your costs. So having a part-time job contract for up to 20 hours per week can be used as proof because the Chancenkarte allows that kind of side job. So the details can depend based on the embassy or the local immigration office, so you need to always check what your authority really accepts. Now we should talk about what you can do once you're in Germany and what happens if you find a job. So during the Chancenkarte year, you can search for jobs, attend interviews, and do trial work. If you find a qualified job offer, the normal next step is that you switch to residence permit that matches that job. This is important. The Chancenkarte does not magically become permanent. The long-term option depends on the follow-up title you qualify for. So concretely, if you find a job and your employer offers a proper contract, you go to the local Ausländerbehörde and apply for a change of purpose, which means a different residence title. So how fast that happens depends on the city. Some cities are quick and others are slow. So now I want to also address a very concrete problem that many people face, unfortunately, the duration of processing and the digitalization. So in theory, the Chancenkarte procedure is designed to be digital. In reality, not every visa office can offer full digital application yet, and not every local immigration office is well digitalized either. So people experience different outcomes, so depending on where they apply. That is why some applicants get a decision quickly and others have to wait for months.